I am a baby. Wait, so the Premiere Pro here is your account as well? Can I use the one here and while he's using that? No? Oh shit. Is he using it? 타이치 めっちゃセクシーだからマジあ進化があ How do you say I get hella horny when I look at you? Yeah. タイ君の目を見るときめっちゃムラムラする Bro, I am tired of women, bro. I wanna focus on work instead of like thinking about women. 'Cause one time my ex had to be like, Rudy, we're having too much sex. We gotta do other stuff. You know, sex to me is like pizza. Okay? I eat it anytime of the day, every day. And when pizza is good, it's fucking amazing. When the pizza is okay, it's still pizza. Exactly. So, I want to eat pizza forever. Like if I only had one food to eat for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. Jeff, you want tomatoes? Well, then I'm gonna eat them, okay? Oh, dude. All right. We gotta. I feel like a lot of people have the passion for jobs. It's just they have the wrong image expectation of it. Korea what? Really? What's the suicide rate? Second to who? Who's number one? Damn. What's going on in Lithuania? Mori-chan 今日は来る? Hi? 来る? Nice. Japan is what? It's just suicide in Japan is a lot more fun, dude. I think like suicide in Japan has like a certain element of fantastical to it. Like they have a forest, you know what I mean? Like tourists would come to Japan to go look at the suicide forest. Yeah, right. Do you think there's a market for that? Suicide tourism? Yeah, I guess people want to kill themselves don't have a lot of money either, huh? That's not true. There's a lot of rich people who want to kill themselves. Really? What? Rich people want to die? If I was rich, I would just buy hookers and drugs. Like, about what? Yeah, I thought so. What? I didn't know that. Damn, that's insane. Alrighty then. Let's play one round of Apex before we get into the news. Today, I don't just want to do the news. Today, I want to get um, into my own thesis, university thesis, and I want to get into write a blog about Japan, jobs in Japan, foreigners in Japan, something along those themes. What is it? What? 85 or older? Mostly poor people. Yeah. I mean, I guess you hear more about like when a rich person kills them, it has more of an impact, you know? But the poor people kill themselves all the time. At least like from where I come, I know so many poor people that just kill themselves. Yeah. A lot of people go into debt and then kill themselves. Which is honestly a goated way to live. That's my plan alpha. Plan zero. Like after I go through A plan A to Z, then plan zero will be to borrow as much money as I can and then kill myself. I'm gonna run every scam. I'm gonna do insurance scams. Where we go? Where we dropping, boys? Tomato Town. Oh fuck. Yo. Oh shit, this is a bad landing? Nah, bro, it's goated landing. Shut up. Watch me. Boom, a wingman. It's a wingman. Alright. I don't need to upgrade. So I'm about to go murk some dudes. Damn, I suck. Oh shit, there's way too many. I'm gonna support. Oh shit, I got shot from two sides. Damn. Alright. It's not over though. We're fighting back, we're fighting back. Nice. This guy's goated. Nice. Just fucking murked them. Because we're better. That's good. Oh, nice. I want a bag. Nice. That's really good. We're absolutely fucking bomb. Hit it with a good job, team. Let me change my weapon. Yeah, fuck that shit. What, you can cancel? I don't know, you can cancel. He's one shot. He's one shot. Oh shit. That was bad positioning. Really bad positioning. I fucked up. I fucked up, dude. That was bad position. Oh. Never again. Never again. Holy. Hello, hello. Potato 1, 2, 3. Potato 1. Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Just testing my fucking mic. Oh my god. What are these dudes doing? I wanna check the stream. Hello? Hello. So I was wondering if potatoes are fruits too. How good is this mic? I want to know how good this mic is. So testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. Damn, this mic is trash, huh? I look like I'm a fucking pilot. Like, sounds like I'm on a air on a flight. Flight 2317 towards. Damn, damn, bro. Do I need a better mic?
How bad is this mic? I gotta log into my own fucking Twitch and check it. Dude, I thought this fucking mic is good, but it's trash. Hello, hello. So I'm like trying to test this mic right now, and the mic better be good, bro. Okay, the mic isn't that bad. What if it's like on a quiet tone? Like I got this microphone because I wanted to like stream when everyone else is asleep. Sleep. So I actually have to like raise my voice so that mic works better. Hey yo. So what if I it's kind of annoying, dude. I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money for this mic. Alright, so what about if maybe I should fix the OBS mic. I think the mic just doesn't pick up unless I like maybe I need to bring it closer to my mouth. So how about this? Like if I speak normally like this, would it be good? Goddamn hope so. Can you hear me now? Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. I've been swinging on a tree, swinging on a tree. Holy shit, this mic is trash. Oh, fuck. So I have to actually speak with a louder voice for the mic to pick up what I'm saying. That's insane, dude. Insane, dude. We're cooked. We're fucking cooked, bro. Hello. So what about if I put it in my mouth and then like speak very like with a low voice? Low voice. Hello, hello, hello. God damn, this mic is ass, dude. Bro, I think my headset microphone is pretty ass. Like I have to speak to like with like a certain degree of loudness for the mic to pick up. Okay, I mean, let me open my. This is the stream, okay? Right, so now I'm like speaking with this volume and you can hear it very clearly. But then if I like put it closer to my mouth and speak with a smaller voice, sometimes it doesn't even catch what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why like, huh? No, no, no. This is the old one. Really. Well, anyways, should I get like a dependent mic, like, or because I want to like speak like on a whisper and the mic picks up. When I'm whispering, the mic it cuts out. Does it? Is it? Could you? Should I try this? Or would I just go to recording? Will it not come? Where's control panel? Shouldn't it be this? Am I not using the headset? Hello. I put it on this. How do I remove it? Remove? think I did. I get a chat. Oh, hello, boys. How's it going? I'm just trying to fix my mic. My mic is trash, bro. And I'm just trying to get this shit started. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get this shit fixed before cause I'm trying to like be able to stream at night, late at night. I have roommates, you know. So, hello, 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 hello. Test, 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 test. Hello, 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 hello. Beady beep, beady beep, beady beep, beep, beady beep. Wait, it picked up the fucking sneeze. Then how come it doesn't pick up my voice? Is it because I'm peeking the mic? Is it because I'm peeking the mic? Holy, I gotta actually talk what up. What is this extra? Stream? What is stream? Hello, 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 hello. I'm trying to use this mic at night. Oh, holy shit! I think I fixed it. Wait, wait. Can you hold this? So I'm gonna. This is my like. I'm speaking with a whisper. How does it? Can you hear me clearly? So like, if I like, let's say it's like 2 a.m. and everybody's asleep, and I'm trying to have a conversation. Is it clear what I'm saying? Like right now it's 2 a.m. and I'm having a conversation. Everybody else is asleep. I don't want to keep this voice. Does it on your end as a viewer? Can you clearly hear what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, this is amazing. Okay, okay. So because I downloaded your mix amp has a software, and so the reason why last night when I was whispering my microphone wasn't working properly was because this filters out audio, and so it was filtering out whispers and only picking up certain like after it with higher volume. And so now it literally has a nighttime setting, and I put it on the nighttime setting, and it catches whispers. Bro, this is perfect. So now I can stream at night. Is this audio good? Is this sound good? Can somebody go into that room and check for me? All right. All right. So it's like 3 a.m. You guys are sleeping, right? And I'm having a conversation with my stream. And I'm trying to tell them that how wrong they are about everything they do, and only I know what's best for the world. And so I'm here trying to educate people on how to be better people. So things like that. And so I'm trying to get that everybody, but everybody else is like fucking asleep. So like, what should we do? What should we do to get everybody done and down to be dirty in my room? I mean, without the setting. Alright, boys. Bad bitches, bad bitches. Alright. When I was working in a five-star hotel, there was this one grandma that tried to fuck me. Bro, she had a lot of money. Yeah, she was offering me money. I was too young. By too young, I mean I was like 19, 20. But I mean like I was still a virgin. I wasn't gonna lose my virginity to a grandma because of money. Why are you saying it like it's like a derogatory? Like I lost my virginity to an animal. To a Chinese person. So, but like, why did you say person? Was it not a woman? Racist and sexist? So I'm asking you, did you fuck a Chinese dude or a chick? You know. But did you get paid for it? Uh, were they hot? Oh yeah? Fuck yeah. Oh, the Konbini chick? Wait, didn't she like steal your fucking? That was another chick. Uh, I thought, I thought you also got robbed of your Switch. Was it your Switch? What was it? DS, 3DS. Dude, 3DS is such a goated ass console, dude. They don't make him like that no more. And why did the 3DS have so many like custom apps? Like, is it easy to build an app for 3DS? Huh? Yeah, but is it also easy to make an app for 3DS? Like, make a game for 3DS? It's not. Really? Then why was it so many homebrewed fucking apps? That's fire, dude. Damn. Okay, cause you know the PS Vita and VU, they failed really miserably because nobody was making games for them. But then the 3DS had 3DS and PSP had so many fucking games. It was so lit, and so many like 3DS had so many creative games. Meow, meow, meow.
محمد یادت مالزی بودی یه ویدیو ساخته بودی هر روزتان نوروز نوروزتان پیروز ماشینتون لکسوس لکسوستون کمسوز ریسیتون مایا اصلا خیلی خفن بود اون ویدیو من 10 بار دیدمش
Yo, they're saying this war is gonna be a war of attrition. Do you know what attrition means? Attrition means like people, like both sides, um, sides fighting till whenever they can last. So it's like whoever last man standing type of a war, which means it's gonna be long lasting. Meow, meow, meow. Wait, why can't I hear myself? Is that normal? Meow, meow, meow. Hello, hello. So this is an ASMR stream now. So we're gonna go. Listen, I'm a really good gamer, okay? People who say, Rudy, you're a bad gamer, they're wrong. You know, I really like the way Trump talks. I'm gonna start talking like Trump. Many people say, Rudy, you're stupid. Rudy, you don't know economics. Well, I say, don't talk to me. You're absolutely brainwashed. You don't know what you're. Many people know what I'm talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't listen to what I'm saying. You just have whatever is in your mind. We're about to go to war, boys. This is war. Hell yeah, give me the heavy gun. I want to cut it like 72 bullets. I think that's enough, no? Damn, I fucking missed like half my clip. Oh damn, my friend is down. Fuck. So what's up? What's up in Iran, right? You might be asking me, hey, what's up in Iran, dude? I'll tell you what's up in Iran. What the fuck is this? Deleted account. What? That's crazy, dude. What? Is that a scam fucking text? I have honed. Hi. What does honed mean? How's the mic, by the way? Testing 1, 2, 3. How's the mic? Is the mic good? Because I want to speak in more of a whisper. Because, you know, I have fucking like roommates and shit, you know? So, yeah, tell me what's iPhone. Sounds a lot better. Fuck yeah. I'm so glad to hear that. So, yeah, what is. Oh shit, what is it so laggy? What the hell? I am tripping, huh? No, I'm not. This is bad, dude. What the fuck? Okay, okay, we're back. So tell me, what is what is up? What is I am honed? Oh yeah. Is this Japanese Fortnite? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. It's Japanese. You mean Japanese? Dude, yeah, actually Apex is really big in Japan. Like, pretty popular, dude. Oh, you've joined? Japanese is funny as fuck, dude. I'm actually gonna use that from now on. Just call the Japanese Japanese. That is funny as fuck, dude. Where's the... Yeah? Is that... I want it. Yeah, okay, we're running. We're running, we're running, we're running. I got the keys. I talked about you a lot with Pam. Yeah, what'd you talk about? Hell yeah, open the door. Open the door. Nice. Wait, is my team not here? What do you mean how happy you were? Um, yeah, I need more context. Makes it sound like you're not happy now. You're happy now, right? I don't know. It's weird, dude, because while we were fucking dating, you also had a lot of trouble. You're like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Every day was so painful. But now that it's over, you're like, no, it was good. I was happy. which is goaded. Bada bing. Meow 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 meow. type shit. Alright, get your ass over here first. Get your ass to Japan first. Oh, fuck. Type shit. Oh god, bro. You're working on it? Good, good, good. That's good to hear. Meow, 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 meow. Listen, people say, oh, Rudy, you're a shit streamer. Oh, Rudy, you're a bad gamer. I have to say, you don't know nothing. You don't know anything about streaming. If you knew something about streaming, you wouldn't talk like this. I'm a great streamer. Everybody says it. You're the one who only doesn't say it. I'm gonna like adopt a very like Trump-esque conversation style. I think that will really help me. It's like the way Trump talks, no one can talk over him. Like, what are you gonna tell Trump? No, you're wrong. No, Trump says, no, I'm not wrong. You're wrong. If I wasn't wrong, then you wouldn't listen to me. But you're listening to me, so I'm right. And it's just hard to say no to him, you know? So I gotta adopt that. I'm not wrong. You're wrong. Oh wait, I forgot to. Yeah. I'm so drunk. Oh gosh. That's good too. You told me you're kinda drunk, but now you're saying you're very drunk. I had a dick shot. Jesus Christ. That sounds lit though. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh. A black one? What kind of shot was it? Like, I mean, I get that the shape of the thing was black, but like, what was uh, what was the, what was inside it? It's such a weird thing to ask. What was inside the dick? Jesus Christ, dude. Was it Jello shot? I've never had a Jello shot in my life, dude. Was it? Is it good? Are Jello shots the thing? Do we fuck with them? Yeah. Jello shot? Have you had Jello shots before? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never had Jello shots either. Backpack hacken. Actually, I do need a backpack. I don't have a backpack. I want the gold. Fuck. What? Bro took the gold. should just back the fuck off, bro. I don't know what. Are we fighting this? You send me a dick? Fuck, I'm bad. I'm so bad at this game. Holy shit. Come on, beat his ass. Why is everybody missing? Holy shit. I'm gonna check that. Send me a pic on my WhatsApp. Shit, fuck, it does look like a penis. I mean, that's the perfect size though. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a great that's a great penis size. Oh fuck, they got me. I got one though. I got one. Are we are we fighting this? Oh shit. They got my ass, dude. That's funny. I'm gonna show it to the stream. Jesus. Oh no, we lost. Yeah, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It was a good dick. It was a good dick. Kind of like my dick. It looked like my dick. That's the perfect size. Yeah. Is that like a syringe? You just like you just push into it? That's funny as fuck. Nice. Good landing. Big Yahoo MIA? Yeah, he is, dude. What do you think happened to him? You think he's? I'm worried for him, you know? My guy. We're fighting this, no? You wish him nothing? I don't know what's going on, dude. Holy shit, there's so many people here. But the best, me too, bro. Cause you see, you have to understand, okay? Netanyahu is not only risking his own life, he's also risking the life of a lot of Jews. A lot of Jews. A lot. Okay? A lot of people. Everybody is risking their life for Netanyahu. The problem with that is that if Netanyahu goes down, the whole country potentially goes down. He spent a lot of money trying to build the country. So letting the country fall because Netanyahu is a piece of shit. Not a great idea, bro. Not a great idea. And the lag on, yeah, I mean, it's pretty laggy. The game was laggy as shit.
High, below 70,000 people are immediately incinerated.
Alright, boys. Let's get back to fucking
thousands of people who were not killed in the initial blasts will be exposed to ionizing radiation.
the news. Let's get back to
decades to
life.
come, hemorrhaging, cancer, and genetic mutations. 3 days later, a second bomb called Fat Man will be dropped on the seaport of Nagasaki. At least 60,000.
خدا قسم که به همه همینو گفت. حالی میگیری میگه داش درست میشه نگران نباش.
People will be killed. Japan will surrender 3 weeks later, and the governments of the world will almost unanimously agree that this must never happen again.
It's one of my favorite channels, by the
not
way.
By accident, not by ignorance. In 1947, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists devised a doomsday clock with midnight representing absolute global catastrophe. Today, the clock stands at 100 seconds to midnight. Pretty bad, but frankly, it's hard to see what they're getting their little lab coats in a twist about, eh? World War II was ages ago. The threat of nuclear war is long gone. Other than, well, okay. In 1961, several 4 megaton nukes might have slightly fallen out of a B-52 over North Carolina, one of which narrowly avoided detonating because of a single safety switch. But okay, other than that, well, in 1962, a Soviet patrol submarine might have slightly lost contact with the land, the captain, assuming World War III had already started, and was about to fire a 10-kiloton nuke torpedo at a nearby US fleet before the flotilla commander could calm him down. And maybe 1967, when a solar flare took out a few NORAD radars, the US might have slightly freaked out and almost launched a bomber counterstrike against the Soviet Union. Then 1969, North Korea shot down a US radar surveillance plane. President Richard Nixon, allegedly drunk, gave the order for a nuclear strike in retaliation. Luckily, Henry Kissinger stepped in, and we're still here. Or just the entire Cold War, basically 40 years of unrelenting nuclear panic, and then you remember the precarious state of mutually assured destruction, which is, well, when a mummy country and a daddy country hate each other very much, sometimes they get embroiled in a nuclear standoff. And one little deterrent against pushing the button is the knowledge that in the time it takes for your missiles to reach your enemy will have kindly fired theirs back at you. The idea is that if you're rational, neither of you are going to strike first. Until you remember that humans are not rational, we are, I believe the anthropological term is, fucking morons. Currently, 9 countries have nukes. That's the US, Russia, France, my homeland of crumpets and self-hate, Pakistan, India, Israel, the Upper T Korea, and of course China. And that's not to mention several countries probably have hypersonic nuclear missiles now, which can fly upwards of 5 times the speed of sound, rendering modern missile defense systems about as effective as putting up a little sign that says, "Oh, don't nuke us, mate. You said you wouldn't. What are you doing? You said you wouldn't. Why are you... Oh, for fuck's sake, you're such a dick." Or rather, if these puppies launch, in the words of the motto of the US Postal Service, neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night shall stay these couriers from swift completion of their appointed rounds. It's 100 seconds to midnight, baby. Nuclear Armageddon ain't gone anywhere. The Cold War ended in 91, but the real war, the silent war, has only just started because we discovered a 23rd century technology in the 20th century, and we're too primitive for this shit right now. And ironically, news is so prevalent in entertainment and media that we've almost forgotten this is real. That if we aren't constantly vigilant, apocalypse could happen anytime, and it would be the end of everything, including possibly the only instance of life anywhere in the universe. All just because of some
This
mental
video hits harder now that we're in fucking 2026. He posted this 4 years ago. Today, this video, it just has a whole different vibe to it.
or dickhead dictator. As Einstein allegedly said, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Anyway, have a lovely week, won't you?
Because you get it, because like...
That traffic is reducing, and he also made a publication in which he explains that the answer given by ChatGPT versus the answer given by Stack Overflow, how unscientific and inaccurate the answer is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
When did he leave OpenAI?
He left in August.
Of 2024?
Yes. Third week of August.
So recently.
Very recently.
When did he write his now famous paper about what the management of OpenAI was doing with copyrighted material?
Next day, he already had made up his mind prior leaving OpenAI. In fact, in July, he discussed with his UC Berkeley colleague that he wanted to do a startup, and his friend expressed interest. His name is Tyler Rizzo. And the next day, after leaving OpenAI, he went on interview with Canadian news media. We didn't know anything about it. Yeah, we just found out, but based on his call logs, he spoke to someone for 40 minutes after his passing. We called him and found out he was doing this, and it was next day after his last day at work.
Who did he speak to?
I'll get back to you on that.
But he spoke to a reporter.
Canadian news media that sued
Canadian
OpenAI.
news media. Oh,
Canadian news media that sued OpenAI.
interesting.
On October 23rd, his interview was published in New York Times, where he makes a very, very open statement, and he calls OpenAI violates copyright data.
On October 23rd, he was quoted in the New York Times saying that OpenAI violates
Yes.
copyright law.
Yes.
It's stealing other people's material.
Yeah.
Okay. And what day did he die?
I'm sorry?
And what day did he die? No.
22nd November, but we found the body on 26th November.
So he was quoted saying that OpenAI was committing crimes, and a month later he was dead.
That's not just it. On November 18th, New York Times named my son as custodian witness. Custodian witness is very, very important. He had the documents against OpenAI. That was on 18th. 22nd, he just came back from vacation from LA and Catalina Island the same night. They have attacked him and killed him.
Tell us about what the New York Times wrote on November 18th. He had these documents. What were the documents?
We need to get the documents from New York Times. It's a sealed document. It's not open for public.
You think
But we
you're
need to become
back?
like the estate administrator. My husband will be the estate administrator
I'm
end of this
back.
month. Then we
You
will
go
go and
home.
acquire the data. What
What are you
documents they
doing?
were. At the moment, we don't have information.
But you know, because you read it in the New York Times, that your son had given journalists papers that he says implicated OpenAI in crime.
Yes. And also, on December 2nd, Suchir had an interview planned with Associated Press, Matt O'Brien. On December 2nd, Suchir did not attend. 3rd, they called on his phone. By then, we had his phone. My husband took phone call. And he found out that Suchir wanted to take legal action against OpenAI. He wanted to give the witness. By then, this news was not out yet that Suchir was a custodian witness, but we got it. Then all we did was hurrying up the second autopsy, private autopsy. Moment we heard that this was his initiative and he didn't make it to do that.
So to bottom line it sounds like your son, who's your only child, by the way, and I'm really sorry about that. Your son was in a position to really threaten OpenAI.
Well, it's not, his intent was not to threaten. He just cared about people. He cared about humanity. He writes in his article in New York Times as well as a publication. He believes the way the AI is currently without any regulation is a harm to humanity. He stood up for a cause and he lost his life for a cause. He's a martyr. Obviously, he's a martyr. And then he never hesitated. He put his life at risk.
So the official cause of death is suicide. You're his mother, clearly. You spoke to him a lot. Did you get any indication that he was depressed?
No, he just came back from vacation. He had a very active lifestyle. When he had his memorial service, many of his friends came and they gave the details of when they met him and how many times they met him after he left. He was visiting family. We were going out for dinner, lunch. He was fine. And more than anything else, he had concrete career plans.
Yes. And interviews scheduled, and he had things on his to-do list.
Insane.
Did he ever suggest to you, say to you, that he felt his life was threatened? Was he worried?
He had concrete plans. He wanted to do some work for humanity. That's the last day when we spoke. Last conversation with Suchir in person was that. He had a non-profit in mind.
His mother is
And he
very
didn't want to
strong.
take the salary for his work. He said, Mom, I have enough resources. I don't even need to get paid. I want to serve humanity. And he wanted to work in neuroscience and machine learning combination. Using that, I think I've seen on his desktop one of the project for future of doctor visit. Since we haven't unlocked his email and laptop yet, We have to discover that. But we know he discussed with me. It's a 1 year plan. He said, "Give me a 1 year time. You'll know everything." Because
Did he ever talk to you about Sam Altman?
we
Did you ever talk to your son about Sam Altman?
no, we refused to.
You refused to.
We refused to talk to Sam Altman.
But did your son ever talk to you about Sam Altman? Did he ever say anything about Sam Altman?
Not to me, but to his friends a lot. When he was in Catalina Islands, he spoke a lot against him. He literally didn't like him. In fact, I've seen his chat log saying that he wanted to work with Annie Altman in her non-profit work.
And that would be Sam's sister, who was
sister.
accused him of sexual abuse.
Yes.
Really? He
Yeah,
wrote that down.
Yes, so he knew what personality Sam Altman had, and his main concerns were the lies.
The lies?
Lies that Sam Altman used
The
to
lies.
lie. Yeah, he was lying a lot, and my son is very ethical, and he couldn't stand it.
So if we could go to the timeline around your son's death. So he goes to Catalina Island with friends.
Yes.
To backpack, to camp? What was he doing?
Backpacking, yes.
Backpacking.
November 16 to November 22nd. There were 5 guys who went, and my son was one of them. All these are his middle school and high school classmates. Some of them are his best buddies. We spoke to every one of them when they came back, and everyone gave an image like he is upbeat, was very happy. He celebrated his 26th birthday on 21st November, the day before he died. What more do we need to give an account of his happy mood?
Well, exactly. And if you, at a certain age, you know people who've killed themselves, and typically, the suicide follows a morose period of isolation. The person's sitting alone in his apartment drinking. He died the night he came back from a camping trip with his high school and college friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Our attorney, he came to his apartment with us, and the moment he inspected his apartment, he said he had fresh supplies ordered. He has so many packets unopened. This doesn't look suicidal at all.
So, and the photographs that you took, which we'll get to in a minute, I just want to say this is not the first time I've been contacted by a family saying, our child is ruled a suicide, but we think it was a murder. I mean, many people have claimed that. I've never seen anything like this before. This is, I think, again, any fair person suggests that he was murdered. But let's get to that. So what do you know? He came back from Catalina, and if you don't mind telling us what you know about what happened then. He comes back that evening to San Francisco?
He came around like 11 o'clock. He texted me his flight is taking off. That was on 22nd. And then 4:54, he texted saying that it's pouring in San Francisco. And when he got off Uber, leasing off his manager, he has apparently seen Suchi.
It's crazy that Sam Altman is not in jail for assassinating some person. What? I'm talking about, the Indian AI coder that was working for OpenAI. Suchir, I'm watching that right now. Suchir Balaji. Dude, and it's blowing my mind that his mother is just like being so strong and talking like this on air. Like, this puts a target on her back as well, and like, even then, you lost your son. It's very hard to talk about your murdered son, but she's doing it. We looked into it. I know, dude. It's crazy.
And then Suchi said, "Yes, I'm coming back from LA."
It's
Sunday between
crazy,
1 to 2 p.m. that day. And then he spoke to dad at 7:15 p.m.
I know, because there's a... I mean, we can go to that as well, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, right? Because Tucker Carlson also talks to Sam Altman.
Of course. Thank you. So,
And, just straight up ask him, you killed him. And he's like, no, we did not. It's
15
crazy,
PM.
dude.
He was very happy. And Balaji said, shall we go to CES in Las Vegas in January? Because it was raining here, Dad brought up the concept that, weather will be great in January. And Suchir said yes. And Dad gave him a birthday gift.
Gave him a birthday gift.
Because 21st was his birthday. He said he'll send him cash, just a token of love. And Suchir accepted it.
And that's the night he died.
The day he died.
Damn.
So,
What?
Birthday gift.
gave him a birthday gift.
Gave him a birthday.
Dad gave him, said that, Las Vegas in January. Because it was raining here, CES in Las Vegas in January. Because it was raining here, Dad brought up the concept that, weather will be great in January. And Suchir said yes. And Dad gave him a birthday gift.
Dad?
Gave him a birthday gift.
Dad brought up the concept that, weather will be great in January. And
Yeah,
Suchir
the
said
dad,
yes.
right?
So
So his
his
father
21st
even
was
sent him
his
some
birthday.
money
He said he'll
for his
send him
birthday.
cash,
And he
just
accepted
a
it.
token of love.
That's crazy.
And Suchir accepted it.
And that's the night he died.
So
the
there's
day he
no
died.
way he killed himself.
So his last conversation with his father was what time, roughly?
That's the last conversation.
That was the last
That's
conversation.
insane.
I called the next day, 12:15 p.m. Phone rang once, and it went to voicemail.
What the fuck, dude?
Hmm.
It just fucking.
When
just
did
fucking
you
killed
learn
him.
that your son was dead?
That was on 26th. 25th, I went to his apartment, knocked on the door, no one opened. I called the dispatch. Unfortunately,
That is so difficult to talk about, bro. But she's doing it, bro. She's so brave.
it took a day of effort for us to get his apartment open. 25th, they went and they didn't even call me back. What happened? Apparently, they have gone and knocked on the door. They didn't bother to open the door. They just said, okay, nobody's opening the door, and they went back. Security guard from the apartment complex says he saw the fire truck and the ambulance and the police, and they went back. 5:30, I waited, and 5:30 p.m. when I called on Monday, 25th, they said, ma'am, unless
And they
you
say
have
America is a free country and, you know, everybody else should be westernized. This is what's going on in the western fucking world, bro. Oh yeah, dude, fucking Iran is oppressing its people. Iran is killing politicians. Iran is killing, you know, opposition. Dude, America, private companies kill their oppositions. The government makes people disappear. How is Western countries any different than my country?
Because it's the companies doing it, not the government.
Yeah, and the government doesn't fucking chase anything. Like they just shut down.
They just let everything happen.
Yeah,
They just let
yeah. The government's like, oh, they're too rich for us. Oh, they have good lawyers. That's why we can't like dig deeper into it, bro.
here, we cannot open the door. Next morning, I went to Union City Police Station, that's where we live, and filed a missing person complaint. I waited for 1.5 hours, but both the parents, me and my husband, we started calling all the hospitals in San Francisco area to see if he may have had an accident, why he's not responding to us, what happened to him.
That's so stressful for the
Moment we
family.
found that he was not in any of the hospitals,
I don't know even what to say. Like, of course it's stressful for the family. Like, that's such a weird thing to say. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know, there was no signs of suicide. The guy comes back from, like, a camping trip. He's planning for his future. He accepted birthday gift from his father on the day. It's all on the same day. And then the parents call him back. He's just not picking up. So what are they supposed to do? They start calling all these hospitals because the guy got assassinated. So of course there's no way for them to know anything, right? So, you know, they start calling everybody. They go to his house and it's just all blood. Bro, just can't even imagine, bro.
we took a deep breath. Okay, he's safe. But when we went to his apartment, 1 o'clock, I went to San Francisco, and the dispatch came at 1:09. Until 4 o'clock, we were not told anything.
That's insane.
And then you got a call from the city.
No, that was not how it went. 1:09, two officers came, and they went with the leasing manager, and I'm waiting outside. They didn't allow me inside the premises. I'm waiting outside the complex. Then 113 they have seen, apparently. That's what the report says. They've seen the body. Within 5-10 minutes, they came out. And they told me, no, we didn't enter. We're waiting for 2 more officers. We have a security protocol. We cannot go inside. Around 2 o'clock, 2 more officers came.
But they knew your son was dead and they lied to you?
They didn't tell at that moment. 2 o'clock, they have a protocol. I don't blame them. 2 o'clock, 2 officers came. They went inside. 20 minutes, they came back and said, we're waiting for 2 more officers. We have security protocol. We can't go inside. And they said at 2 o'clock, they said, ma'am, you can go back home. We'll inform you in 5 to 6 hours. I said, I'm not going anywhere. They told me it's going to take some time for the next 2 officers to come. I said, let it be. Please give me the phone number.
Yeah, right? Because it's the mom, dude. You don't tell the mom to go away. It's going to take some time till the officers come in for us to open the door. Yeah, please, like, you know, take it chill. Bro, his son isn't responding in a house that they don't have the keys to.
I'll contact them and find out if there's any way we can expedite it. My son's safety is in question. I cannot wait any longer. And then at 3:20, I saw a big white van coming, and my heart sank. Seriously.
So they knew as they were speaking to you that your son was dead, but didn't tell you?
They didn't tell.
What the
That's
fuck?
disgusting.
What the fuck,
That's
dude?
inhuman. Sorry.
What the
It
fuck?
is. It is. And you know what? They're asking me to go home.
Yeah, right. They're asking her to go home. What the fuck? It's her son. Oh, Western civilization isn't falling. Yeah, look how they treat mothers and children. And they're like, oh, we have dropping birth rates. Yeah, this is because this is how you treat mothers.
And how I knew my son was dead is looking at the white van. At that moment, I knew ambulance didn't come. And instead of, even then, I was optimistic, okay, maybe ambulance wasn't available. They sent another van. And when I just saw a stretcher that came out, I went and spoke to the officers who are the medical examiners. They said, we have a dead person in the apartment.
Holy shit.
That's how I came to know.
When we first did a deal with Black Rifle,
Damn, bro. Fucking doing an ad in this is crazy, dude. Insane. That's kind of insensitive to put an ad on this, bro.
recommend it. I'm
Yeah. There's an ad on the video of the mother talking about her assassinated son. I know, dude. Can you believe that, bro?
so sorry. That is really, I mean,
Fucking L. Tucker Carlson, bro.
that is, I
Yeah.
didn't know things like that happened. That is awful.
Just because you're a capitalist doesn't mean you need to stop being insensitive. You need to start being insensitive, you know?
It's a
Um,
gated community. He had a gun with him to protect himself. What more can be expected in America than this? It's a very reputed apartment complex, not that it's cheap or something. They have 4 or 5 units, 4 or 5 buildings, I mean to say.
Did the officers at the scene give you any indication of how they thought your son died?
At 4 o'clock, they came to the leasing office, and then medical examiner said he shot himself, he killed himself, it's a suicide. At that moment, I raised to them, look, my son went into New York Times, he's a whistleblower, and his death doesn't look suicide to me. They just didn't want to listen. He bought a gun, it belongs to him. Nobody went into the complex, nobody came out, he was all by himself. And it's a suicide. And how long it took, can you believe it? 40 minutes to investigate. 40 minutes to determine the date, cause of death. And at 4 o'clock, they give me the keys for the apartment and they say you can collect the body tomorrow. Like, right from that moment, I see foul play. Proper formalities were not followed. And the next day, they released the body within 24 hours without doing the complete autopsy. They removed the bullet. They did a CT scan, just returned the body to us. Then we just checked with the funeral home and we discussed with them. And then they also said, looks like, doesn't seem normal. There's something very unusual here. You should do a second private autopsy. That's
The funeral home suggested that.
Yes.
That's
and even
insane.
we were thinking. Both of us were also
the
thinking funeral home.
That's insane, dude. That's insane. What the fuck, dude? Holy shit. Is this what democracy and freedom looks like, bro? Is this what they're trying to bring to my country, bro? Get that shit out, bro. We already have these in my country.
Home also suggested. We were shattered, obviously, right? We were completely shattered. We just didn't know what's going on. And seeing our son like that, and they said, like, his eyes are gone with the gun wound. Don't see his face. We couldn't see him.
But the fact that the funeral home, which of course sees dead bodies every day, said to you, this doesn't look right, doesn't look like a suicide, we recommend that you get a second autopsy, a real autopsy.
Isn't
That's
that
amazing.
insane?
Actually,
Dude, you know it's fucked when the funeral home is telling you to get a second autopsy, dude. That's so fucked.
the way they didn't look at the body, they didn't look at any evidence, but the way the information was given to us and the way the procedures and policies need to be followed, and norms were not followed according to them. Before they received the body itself, they said this doesn't look normal. And we addressed the concern that it could be some foul play here. And we knew from the very moment we heard the news, we know it's not suicide. Next day, in the death news, and I'm shattered, but calling police, calling medical examiner, coroner's office, homicide unit. We've done everything we can.
So, tell me what you know about what's been proven from the CCTV, from the surveillance footage about your son's last moments. Is there any evidence anyone came in or out of the apartment?
No. Actually, even when our attorney concluded it's a suicide, even at that moment, I mentioned to the attorney, look, there are 3 entrances to this building. One of them is gated, it has CCTV. Other 2 entrances don't have CCTV. And why are we ignoring that nobody came in, nobody went out? And also what we just recently discovered is his packages are missing. His roommate, or no, his neighbor in the apartment complex, he mentioned that they have a shared package room. They have a shared bin or basket or something. He's seen Suchi's package until December 31st. He reached out to me through Twitter. On the X platform, when I tweeted, he found out I'm Suchi's mom, and he said, have you picked up Suchi's packages? I don't see that after January 1st.
That's insane.
Those packages are missing. When we talked to
What was in the packages?
that neighbor, he said like it's very common that packages get lost. In September, they received a notification that if you see so-and-so man, then let us know. And that tells us a lot about the security. And, like there's a compromise of key, there's a compromise of entrance. All of these need to be investigated, obviously, when there is a murder.
They didn't even finish investigating Charlie Kirk's fucking murder properly, so
let's get
one
to the
Indian engineer is nothing.
reason that I am anxious to do this interview, which is this report that you commissioned, Dr. Dinesh Rao, and it contains his analysis of the condition of your son's body based on an autopsy, I believe, and it critically contains 7 crime scene photographs that you took in your son's apartment. Is that correct?
That's right. There are 7 evidences that were very critical, which has not been picked up by the authorities. Within 40 minutes, they concluded they haven't even picked up critical things like a bag with blood that has my son's saliva in it. They haven't picked that up. And how could they miss hairs falling all over from the wig?
Right. So that's what I want to get to. So the 2 things that jump out to me, the first thing that jumps out, and it's very obvious from the photographs that you took, is that there's blood all over the apartment. So the official explanation is that your son shot him, and I'm sorry I know this is hard, but I think it's important to go through this. The official explanation is your son shot himself once in the head, and the bullet entered the brainstem and extinguished life immediately.
Can I say something there?
Yes.
It didn't touch his brainstem at all.
Oh.
It didn't even touch his brain, and the angle is downwards.
Yes. Well, I'm saying the official explanation is he shot himself once in the head, he died.
Yes.
But these photographs show that that's not at all what happened, because there's blood all over the apartment. There's blood on the door, on the floor, in the bathroom. There's blood everywhere. So that right there, just employing common sense, tells you that that the person from whom that blood came, your son, presumably, did not have a fatal brain injury, at least when he was bleeding. I mean, something was going on in the apartment,
Yes.
right? The second thing that jumps out is that there is a tuft of hair that's
Yes.
not hair. It's from a wig.
It's from a wig. And there's a clip scene.
It's okay. So tell us what that is for people who don't know. It's a part of the clip-in wig.
Like there is some kind of plastic band or something that fits the wig on the head. We can see that coming out behind the door.
Yes.
And that's obvious evidence that no crime scene investigators or police can miss. They just ignored everything that showed murder, and they picked up everything that showed a cover-up suicide.
Yeah, it is a nothing burger, dude. No, there's no crime here. We already spent 40 minutes looking through everything. Yeah, there's nothing. So I know you're the mother of the suspected murderer or suicide, but why don't you just go home? Take it easy. Come back tomorrow. Take the body.
So your son did not. I mean, he was a 26-year-old man with short hair from pictures. He's not wearing a wig, correct?
No, he is not. And these hairs are not his. This investigator's analysis looked at the hair from the autopsy pictures, that my son's hair, and this is not his hair.
And the portion of the
What?
wig, the clip-in wig, has blood on it.
Yes.
Is it like real hair or is it like plastic hair? You know what I mean? Like the wig hair. Like is that like a tactic to wear like a fake wig to like what the fuck? Why do I keep getting fucking like YouTube just sent me an email saying that I got copyrighted, but why am I getting copyrighted? I'm just watching Tucker Carlson, bro.
Okay, so as a non
Yeah. Honestly, like I think individual people should have like nuclear weapons now because how are you gonna protect yourself against bigger companies? You know what I mean? Like everybody, like if you want to survive in this world, like be impactful at this point, you gotta have it that like it's insane, bro.
forensic investigator myself, I look at that and I'm saying where did this come from? And there's blood all over the apartment.
Dude, I'm watching Tucker Carlson video about this like whistleblower being murdered, and I just got an email from YouTube saying my stream is copyrighted.
Right there,
Isn't that crazy?
I would
No, it's not a strike though. I don't think it's a strike. I mean, I can
say,
hold on. I'm gonna look
this is,
into it.
maybe it's a suicide, but you're gonna have to tell me how, because that, what is that?
It's not a suicide. It's a
Yeah.
homicide, obviously. We have enough reasons to believe that. One is coming from the private autopsy. It's not a suicidal angle at all.
So you said that, and let you explain. It's not a suicidal angle. So you had the crime scene. Your son's body was taken away. It was evaluated in some way by the authorities. They say this is a suicide. You have like a real.
Hold up, let me actually check this. Yeah, stream has been suspended. Yeah, that's so weird, isn't it? That's not so weird actually. But what's the copyright strike even about, bro? Is there anywhere I can like check? That's insane. Hold up. Hello. Let me just restart. Maybe it's backup streaming again. Connect your encoder to go live. It's connected, isn't it? Okay. Well, I'm back up now. So, what did you ask, Grok, my guy? Let me know what you found out.
Autopsy done by Professor Rao, and he says, "What about the bullet angle? Will you explain that?"
The autopsy was done by Dr. Joseph Cohen.
Okay.
And he says two things. One of them is the bullet angle is going downward, about 30 to 45 degrees downward. It's been shot here. It's missed the brain. Second thing is there's a head injury on the left side of the head. In fact, I spoke to medical examiner's office, executive director. I told him there's a head injury, there's sign of struggle in the bathroom. He just declared that I'm the decision-making authority of state of California. I decide the cause of death. And when I brought up we'll have federal investigation, there was a momentary setback in his voice on the phone, but still they're holding on to suicide.
So Dr. Cohen's
That's
autopsy, and this is personal,
What the fuck, bro?
I'm sorry, but shows that
Just pulling your credentials like, oh no, I'm the one who decides how your son died. And he died by suicide. You know what I mean? Like, essentially, you're telling the mother she's dumb, she doesn't know her own child, and it was suicide and you should shut up.
proves that the bullet was fired.
Oh, by the way, should we, like, record another episode for the... Yeah. Oh, really? It's... Alright, I should get on editing as well, bro.
At what angle?
I gotta start becoming an editor. I want to become like a quick editor. I'm gonna start watching YouTube videos about how to do quick edits. I'm gonna become a professional editor.
Yeah, it's downward angle that someone cannot shoot themselves
Right. So, in other words, if this were a suicide, your son would have had to have held the gun to his forehead, coming
from
down.
the top. He was made to say, if you look at the same thing, like so it's the victim.
So, alright. First of all, welcome to my stream. The stream is about the war in Iran. Using what editor? Probably Adobe Premiere or... I've heard CapCut is pretty easy to use and it's pretty fast. Maybe I'll get into CapCut. And it's free, so...
Sitting down. He was made to sit someone standing. He should
Like, I just want to make like simple edits to push content out, right? I don't need fancy editing.
him down. In fact, like Balaji and I, my husband and I, are going to create a virtual reality. Once we get all the evidence, we'll create a virtual reality video.
Yeah, the problem with Adobe is like we have one. Sorry, I keep pausing in the middle of the video, but we have one account of Adobe, and like we cannot use the same account on two different fucking devices at the same time. So maybe I'll get into CapCut, to be honest. What do you think?
Present it to code. What exactly happened to him at that moment?
You also said, if I heard you correctly, that he had another head injury not caused by a bullet.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Actually, it appeared to us that from his fallen toothpick and blood in the sink and all that, it appeared around 10ish, because 1010 is his last browser history on the desktop. He was brushing his teeth before going to bed. He was attacked from behind on the head. That's why there's fallen dustbin, there's fallen toothpick, and his earbud has fallen in two different directions because of the head impact. And we believe after that he was either electrocuted or he was, he was paralyzed from the head injury, and then they just held him up, made him sit, and shot him. But also,
Insane.
we know that we're waiting for further report. But
Open shot? Is open shot good? Because you have to understand, like, the good thing about me right now is that I don't have video editing experience. So I'm like an open mind, I'm an open canvas, blank canvas. So whatever you put me on to, I will like leech onto it till I become a professional at it, Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna look into OpenShot real quick. Okay, boys. Is it free to use? What is it? Is it like a one-time thing? Okay. This looks pretty easy to use. You only tried to use it once. Simple. We designed OpenShot Video Editor to be an easy-to-use, quick-to-learn, and surprisingly powerful to take it. Quickly has some of our most popular features and capabilities. Trim scale, cross-platform. OpenShot is cross-platform. The video editor is super. Okay, it's cross-platform. Alright. Quickly trim down your videos and find those perfect moments. OpenShot has many easy ways to cut your videos. Okay. Using a powerful animation framework, you can fade, slide, bounce, and animate anything in your video project. Okay. It has many layers. Okay. That's actually really good. Video effects. 3D animations. Alright. Title editor. This seems just like CapCut. Which is good. I don't like CapCut because what is it, like a TikTok thing? I hate TikTok. And only because of the companies that own them. Like if CapCut didn't have any other. Anyways, 6 minutes. Awesome. If their shit is good, I'll genuinely donate. Send them some money, bro. You gotta support the content creators.
that may not be the cause of death. The gunshot wound is not the cause of death, and probably they might have suffocated him. We don't have any details of the cruelty, but we're waiting for further reports from CT scan.
Why do you believe the gunshot was not the cause of death?
Because it's not touched the brain. It only causes, makes him unconscious.
So the autopsy showed that the bullet did not touch his brain.
Yes, and also since I called the apartment on
Inkscape? What is Inkscape? Is that like a game? Oh. It's a graphic design thing? Nice.
グラフィックデザインが初めての方は、デザインの種類、それらが使用される理由、そして作成方法など、よくわからないかもしれません。このビデオでは、特にベクターデザインとは何か、そして OSBY グラフィック形式はラスター形式でしょう。ラスター形式では、 ピクセルと呼ばれる色のついた四角形の集っているわけではありません。X グラフィック画像などに当てます。これは写真や JPEG 画像の集まりをピクセルと呼ばれる色のついた四角形の集まりを操作します。これは写真や JPEG 画像などに当てはまります。しかし、ベクターグラフィックはピクセルで構成されているわけではありません。X 軸と Y 軸上のグラフィックのプロパベクターで使用するキャラクターやマタイコンなど、また広告や
This is great for digital art, if I'm not
作成する
mistaken.
こともできます。Inkscape をダウンなっている
Wait, was it you that earlier said you used Inkscape for digital art? I think it was you, right? Because I remember having a conversation about Inkscape like fucking 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, alright. So this is it. Yeah, it seems like I like it because it's giving me like old Photoshop vibes, like Photoshop 2, Photoshop 3, what was it? Like the old school Photoshop vibes, which were like really good for, I don't know, I feel like they were really chill. Like there's too much AI in Photoshop today. I don't know. Am I tripping? Because like when I was in 6th grade, I was hella into Photoshop. I'd be like fucking designing and shit. It was so fun.
23rd at 12:15 p.m. It rang once. It went to voicemail. Oh, that makes me believe the killers were still there in the apartment. Again, we need to verify all that. We can do something called geofencing. Through that, we
Yeah, anyways, dude, stop slacking, dude. Get on your shit, bro. Exercise. Exercise both your physique, your creativity. Start taking in information and talk to people, bro. Talk to people about the things you're thinking about, And I'm not like, why? Because that will help you realize how to use your words, how to say the things you need to say, how to think better. Talking to people helps you think better. So definitely, dude, get on that shit, dude. So practice your creativity, exercise your creativity, exercise your body, exercise your thinking, and absorb as much information as you can.
can figure out who was there, who was visiting that complex, and all that information. That's exactly why we need thorough investigation.
Oh, you certainly do. You said your son's last.
See this? I've started working out, bro. I'm getting big, dude.
And what was
my
he
forearms?
Looking at,
I got that at the keyboard ass
he was looking at a
forearms.
black cat
I
or
gotta
something.
fucking make
Because
this
last
shit
time when
bigger,
Sushil and
dude.
I met, a cat was going in front of me.
I
And
gotta
then
get
I
the
told him it's a
Popeye
superstition.
fucking
And then he was
forearms.
looking at neuroscience topics. And he logged into a website for the startup or something like that. He logged into a website and he was doing some research.
So he wasn't looking up how to
Look at my
myself.
physique,
No,
bro.
that's the first.
I got a pretty shit physique right now. I don't want to go shirtless, but so in the next 3 months, you'll see my physique completely change into a Chad, bro. I'm gonna have hella big forearms, and I'm gonna like lose some of this fat. Although this fat, to be honest, is very useful because it's just stored energy, right? So I don't really want to lose a lot of stomach fucking fat. But what I want is to get physically stronger. So bigger chest, bigger shoulders, bigger arms, and stronger core muscles. I don't really care about fat. I care about my muscles, right? But, the thing is, like, especially when first starting out, you lose a lot of fat very fast.
Thing that we look for actually.
Of course. I mean, killing yourself is a profound decision. People,
Patrick Babomian. Let's look him up. I feel bad about like stopping in the middle of a Babomian. Patrick Babomian. Okay. Holy shit, he's got that Wolverine cut, bro. Wolverine cut. What is it called?
There's just so much work out there to be done, and especially coming
at a vegan
from
camp. He's a
place where
vegan.
It was always about the animals. As long as I see animals out there being exploited and all the horrible stuff that happens that we humans
What is he, Indian?
basically do to our
where is he from?
We all basically eat the exact same thing. Ton of meat and rice, and we do a lot of peppers and stuff like that.
No one's vegan?
There's a vegan strongman I've heard of. I don't remember his name, but he's not like, he's never been the world's strongest man.
Well, there's a documentary they're doing with James Cameron where they're trying to promote it.
I don't know, dude. I have been like in the back of my mind subconsciously thinking about like veganism. Vegan powerlifter, bro.
Strength must build up, not destroy. It should outdo itself, not others who are weaker. Used without responsibility, it causes nothing but harm and death. I can lift the heaviest weights, but I cannot take the responsibility off my shoulders. Because the way we use our strength defines
This
our
guy
fate.
looks big though, but he also looks hella short. What's his height? Like I'm 6'1" or something. I'm like 6 foot, at least 6 foot. Oh wait, he looks a lot smaller here, or is that just camera angle? What is he, like Mexican? Is he Spanish? No, I'm thinking of doing fasting, dude, because anyways, I'll get into what diet I'm thinking of doing. So I'm thinking of doing 3 days of water fasting to get into ketosis, and then I'll break my fast, but with a keto diet and maintain a keto diet. Why do I want to do that? Because I want to get my body to use the already existing fat, stored up energy. And with that, with a keto diet, I get my daily intake of like carbs through like and sugars, simple sugars to need my daily energy. And beyond that, when I'm working out for like repair and just like extra strength and like stuff like that, my body starts using up the stored up energy. And yeah, that's what I want to do. That's the fastest way to fix a physique. And I don't know, there's also like big element of spirituality to it. That is why I want to adopt that. Like, first of all, with meat, your body heals faster, because you're getting, it's a easier way of taking in protein and stuff, without all the extra fibers and carbs and sugars, right? So it'll be a lot easier for healing through exercises. So I'm gonna try that. And then, but yeah, thank you for putting me on, bro. Actually, I'm really interested in his vegan diet. I'll probably look him up later after doing this, and maybe later on, like in my 30s, I'll start adopting his diet. Because honestly, I think eventually, all of us will become more of a vegan. Like, I think eventually, maybe not like in 100 years, but eventually, at some point in human history, we will all become vegans.
There are signs.
Can I say something?
Yes.
It doesn't add up. If he's so brave to go to news media, to be a witness, he's so courageous. How does someone so courageous do a cowardly act? It doesn't add up at all.
What doesn't add up is there's blood all over the apartment, and there's a piece of a wig on the ground covered in blood. That's not his wig. And, you don't need to be a detective to imagine that if someone's going to commit a murder, he might be wearing a wig as he goes into the apartment.
So the reason why we're watching this video, by the way, is because this is what Tucker Carlson really helps us do, is have a look into the troubles in the West. And so, there's this whole idea that westernization and progress comes in hand, and Iran is westernizing, and that's a good thing. And, we need regime change, and we need to replace it with a westernized regime to bring in democracy. And so here we're seeing with Tucker Carlson, all these like other journalists in America, what they're showing is essentially what already exists in my country, right? people being assassinated, oppositions being shut down, manipulation, oppression. And so it all exists in a democratic regime that they want to bring to my country. And so I want to understand what they're trying to bring to Iran. And if this is what they're bringing to Iran, nothing will change. Nothing will change. In fact, maybe it's worse for us because this is in American context, it's in Western context. And Western context does not work in Middle Eastern context. It just doesn't match. All right. Superpowers are rearranging geopolitics with Iran. CIA Plus have worked on this since 9/11. What you think? I don't think they've been working on this since 9/11. I think they've been working on this since 1976. Wait, are you a new? Oh yeah, you're a first-time chatter. Okay, I can get into why I'm saying 1976 because well, first of all, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Because I think it goes back to the previous Shah that self-exiled, like the one that people overthrew in Iran, and they revolted, the revolution, right? So earlier in my stream, like 2 weeks ago, I was watching his 60-minute interviews of the previous Shah of Iran, and he was very openly so oil prices were going up in America because of a few certain things happening in Middle East, which also, by the way, involved Israel. And so the GCC, the OPEC countries, not Bin Laden, right? The Israel, Egypt, the whole like I forgot what war it was, but like Israel and Egypt was involved. Saudi Arabia was involved. And so what they did was that these Arabic countries sanctioned oil towards America and Israel. And so America started buying oil from Iran. So, but the thing is, right, so these oil companies were increasing the price of oil globally. And even though Iran was providing them like cheap oil that is like the same price or even slightly the cheapest price that they were getting from the OPEC country, from the GCC countries, from the Arabic countries, and also giving them the same amount of oil that they were getting out of the Arabic countries, maybe even more, the prices were not going down in America. And so they were saying, oh, it's Shah of Iran that is doing this. And so they were blaming the Shah for rising oil prices. And so they had an interview with the Shah, the previous Shah of Iran, and the Shah of Iran was like, no, I'm not exporting less than you guys were receiving from the Arabic countries. I would say it's more. And the price that I am selling to your the oil companies is the cheapest amongst the Arabic countries. And I've also heard that the oil, like when I export the oil, the ships change direction in the sea multiple times. So if there's corruption, it's not from Iran, it's from your or everybody else's country. And he said that. And so, and it wasn't just the only thing, right? So he was like, he was a king. He wasn't worried about losing voters or anything like that. So he wasn't afraid of talking truthfully. He wasn't trying to save face because he doesn't need to. So he was talking very truthfully, and he was really outing them for all of their bullshits. He even called the Western society, Western politics, very permissible. And so, yeah, suddenly he got cancer, which, none of he went to France. He came back with fucking uranium poisoning. 6 months later, he had cancer. Lymphomic cancer, what's it called, and he died. And meanwhile, while he's sick, CIA and even Mossad were helping these opposition groups in Iran, opposition to the king. And so So, you know, when you tell me like, oh, since 9/11, it's not since 9/11. It's not. 9/11 was just like they needed to go for Osama bin Laden. Was it bin Laden? No. Saddam. Saddam Hussein. Yeah, so Saddam Hussein was earlier than 9/11, wasn't it? When did you guys go for Saddam? Was it 90s? Okay, so anyways, so yeah, so you guys need to go for war on terror so you guys could be boots on in Middle East, you know? And then so ever since then, you know, I think they've been working on rearranging geopolitics with Iran. Isn't it weird we haven't heard about Maduro ever since his capture, as if he went to his dream vacation like it's a deal or something? I mean, a lot of people speculated that that's how it was since day one. I mean, the operation in fucking Venezuela took like 2 hours for them to capture Maduro. I don't know, dude. I don't. That's like we can get. I would like to get into it, but there's so many more things to get into right now. Powers that we know, it's the perfect time because Trump is acting like a king. No declaration of war from Congress, go figure. Well, definitely emotive. I gotcha. Iran is a sovereign nation, yet no declaration of war from Congress. From an American point of view, it's an illegal war. But yeah, oil is definitely emotive. Yeah, dude, there was no declared war. America didn't even announce anything to its allies. But I genuinely think that they thought it would be like a Maduro thing, where they just like assassinate the head, and then the rest will fall, and they just fucking roll in, get everybody, roll out, 1 week and it's over. But now they removed sanctions on Russian oil, and they're removing sanctions on Iranian oil just because global fucking economy is falling. But also you have to understand, all right, there's a lot of silver linings of this war for like these AI oligarchs, and one of them is the fact that everybody around the world is now going to start wanting to be less reliant on oil. So people are going to start making more moves towards electrical, like, you know, things. Electrical cars are going to become more popular. But another big problem is production of electricity and batteries. I I'm not very knowledgeable on production of batteries. Like I remember reading a few places that they're exploiting a lot of African countries and like here in other countries where like for lithium. So I don't know what that means and how far along they are with how much stockpile of batteries they have. Yeah, Iran is a very well-equipped sovereign nation, and Iran it does not rely on. It's a very self-sustaining country, like unironically it is. It's just under bad management. Iran is under. If Iran had better management, like the Iranian regime, IRGC is a really good resistant kind of regime. They're really good in war times. But in peaceful times, they're bad. They're horrible. They're very corrupt. They don't know how to handle peaceful times. I mean, they were built on resistance. So that's why right now, like RGC is shining. RGC is doing really good right now because it's war, and they're so good at resisting. They're so strategic with the way they fucking attack American bases in the area, and they don't attack, right? They retaliate. So this way they can like sustain themselves in this war without ever looking like the bad guy. Right now, America, like all of the countries that are attacking Iran look like the bad guys. Like Iran hasn't done anything that you can like be like, okay, Iran's a piece of shit for that. No, no, you can't because they're just retaliating. And they're in the defensive position. Iran geographically is really good for defending the country. Look what USA government did since 9/11. First Afghanistan. Yeah, so you have to understand, like Iran. So Iran is actually surrounded by Americans. So like in this past 47 years, they weren't just like randomly attacking like these countries, right? Their motives for the Middle East. There's so much going on in the Middle East that every action does not have a singular motive from the Western countries on Middle East, right? Sure, you took over Iraq. There's a lot of resources like oil, including oil, right? But also it's a big side of fucking Iran. Okay, you got Turkey into the NATO, which is essentially just America, run by America. Boom, another side. Azerbaijan, Zio country, another side. Armenia too, by the way. Okay, Turkmenistan, very friendly with Iran. Afghanistan, right, another side. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan is friendly with Iran, but they have kind of like a defensive pact with Saudi Arabia. So it's like, so somehow they've also got this side as well. Like they might have it as well. But I mean, Afghanistan now they pulled out, so that's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on here anymore. But the point is, like, on one side, they've completely surrounded. And also the south side, right? Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, UAE, Saudi Arabia are all Zio states now, right? So the west and south side are all covered. Iran is surrounded, and they did that on purpose. I have a good friend who was born in Aleppo, Syria. Now he's in USA. He's like you. He understands better than I do. Type shit, type shit. I mean, Syria is a whole other fucking can of worms, dude. Holy. They just been fucked. Because, okay, so all the countries that are surrounding Palestine, now Zionists call it Israel, they got fucked, bro. They got fucked. I mean, Lebanon, right? Syria, completely taken over. I mean, the leader is a fucking former Al Qaeda, ISIS leader. Lebanon is right now literally being attacked continuously, and they're using Hezbollah as a fucking like, oh yeah, the Hezbollah is there, so we gotta invade the country. Insane. And then Jordan also gone. What's to the south of them? What is this? Okay, Saudi Arabia, they don't care. They're already a Zio state. They already bought out. Egypt as well. Egypt is bought out, bro. And well, first of all, welcome to the fucking stream. Please leave a follow so you guys can be notified of whenever I'm streaming. Also, I don't take things personally, so please ask any sort of questions you want. I'm just an Iranian studying abroad, and well, war happened, so I'm like covering the news and like looking deeper into things to kind of like also provide the Iranian perspective on things, right? Because when I was online, I realized that yeah, the war is happening, but nobody's talking about no clear-minded person, especially Iranians. A lot of Iranians online are not clear-minded, bro. They all are very biased. They're all very hateful and spiteful, and understandably so. If you guys want to know why, I can also explain all that. But so like Iranians online mostly are taking sides. They're either on the side of like Iran or they're on the side of the attackers of Iran, and you can't they're like, you're either with us or against us. I'm like, bro, chill. It's not that. So yeah, I'm also open to like any conversation. So please leave a follow, and yeah, just I'll also read chat, and I try to answer best I can. Things I don't know, I look up. So yeah. So the thing is, right? Iran has a lot of oil, sure. Also strategically great. Like it's in the center of the planet. Iran is in the center of fucking Asia. Like if you draw a fucking circle, fucking Iran is like the center. And of course, Strait of fucking Hormuz. 25% of global trade goes through here. Trade of all things: food, clothes, goods, oil, gas, you name it. 25% here. And this is the Persian Gulf. It's always been. This is policed. This place is policed by Iran. Which is why right now we have so many problems, because they're choking this right now. And then, okay, another thing that Iran has is cheap electricity. So Iran has a lot of nuclear plants for electricity. So we have a lot of cheap electricity. And we have a lot of gold, and we have a lot of lithium. I think Iran has one of the biggest gold mines in the world, dude. So if you want to think about it in like a, and also like Iran has, I think, like out of all the crypto farms in the world, Iran has like 20% of the crypto farms in the world. Iran has massive crypto farms. So in terms of like future as well, Iran has the resources for whatever future that these Western oligarchs are looking for. You need electricity, you need lithium, you need fucking gold for making chips and running fucking data centers. And Iran has it all. And Iran has a lot of land for you to build whatever you want, and a lot of like spring water. So the Iran is all mountainous. And there's a lot of water coming out of the ground, a lot of spring water. See these massive fucking stripes of green? That's because there's fucking water running here. These are not man-made. These are naturally formed because of the underground water systems. Right? Yeah, people like to look at it holistically and be like, oh, look at desert. No, Iran is not a desert. Iran is all fucking mountains. I mean, look at this. Dude, look. Fucking run a fucking data center right here. Use this water. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Water, dude. Water. Okay. This is Iran. Okay. And that was just a small portion of it that I just pulled up. Now, compare this to Saudi Arabia. Fucking flat. Desert. Flat. Desert. What is this? Dried up water, dude. Dried up rivers. Nothing. Probably man-made. Okay. Oh, salam. Okairi nasai. What is this? Oh, it's just a sea. So, yes. Look at Iraq. Okay, one big lake, but this is Iraq. Is that water? Barely. Yeah. So there's a lot of water issues here. But Iran has gold and... Trash. Alright, boys, I gotta head out. Do some IRL shit. We got guests coming over. But, yeah, leave a follow. I also have a Discord channel and Instagram. I've linked it in my stream. And also, there are crypto exchanges in Iran that are still running. And sometimes VPNs work, and I can send money to Iran to these crypto changes so that my friends can help the people who are struggling. So I've also added my crypto wallet down below. If you guys want to donate some crypto, that works as well. For sure. And also definitely join my Discord server. And if you guys have any like conversation stuff, any like things you want to like type, or any news sources that you guys think it's interesting and you guys want to like like bring it up to discuss, I'm starting a community there, so you guys feel free to do that. Also, I also have my PayPal up if you guys want to support the cause. But yeah, just leave a follow. And whenever I'm streaming, I stream quite often. I try to stream every day now because the news is very hot, and I try to keep up. And there's so much to fucking learn because this is turning into a global thing. It is already a global thing, and if things continue like on the war front, it's gonna be a global war soon. So we gotta prepare, and this is why I'm streaming now. And you know, I'm also trying to put my Iranian perspective online as well. So definitely come back and yeah, let's join the conversations. Okay, take care, people. My guys, love y'all. Esh and happy Nowruz. Actually, it was Iranian New Year's yesterday, so happy Nowruz. I hope you all have a great year. Big love.